Alright, welcome back to Attorney Chronicles. Yeah, back into it, again. We're slowly getting through it, slowly making our way to its very last case. Oh my goodness, this case has been long, but we're getting through it. One second, just let me post in the Discord real quick, because why not? Sure, alright. Yeah, so last time, what happened was we finally made it into the court, and of course, much like always, the jury was swayed in the guilty verdict, so we had to persuade them to be like, hey man, cut that out. So, yeah, so we continue directly off there, so let's get into it. Why not? Yes. Time to read it the video game. Order, please. Let's resume proceedings. Witnesses, you will now take the stand. Oh, that's right, yeah, because last time we got 2 witnesses. Yeah, these 2 guys. And also, he's still here for some reason. Because they tried to lump him in with them too, so... But he's like, I'm not a part of this. Stop trying to lump me in with you guys. I've got nothing to do with you guys. I'm just here to keep an eye on you, because you guys are criminals. I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation exclamation? Oh, yeah, Governor. I did, Gov. I did. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. God, blimey. This is going to be hard work. Early in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windybanks. Are we gonna recap and everything? Kinda. Well, it was Bedlam. Soon as. Were it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even time to pull me dukes out of me Lucy Lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers. God, blimey. On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. Actually, one second. Just let me need to adjust something real quick. Hold on. Yeah, there we are. Just gonna make the volume a little bit louder. There we are. On my end, anyway. We never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out? You will now give a formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the day and night in question, and this time you will tell the truth. Each line that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. Though we're worth pondering, perhaps. They're gonna get done in for this case, and they're gonna get done in for the crimes that were already done, because they're in trouble for trespassing, of course. There's apparently a bunch of other crimes that they've also done, so they'll be on trial for those in the future. So they've been pulled in for this when they're already under arrest. Say no more, God. We here. I will blab, we'll squeak, we'll preach. Peach. Illegal entry, the whole truth, of course, much like an ascertaining fashion. Oh, it wasn't like this. I just wasn't using the right words. It was actually like this. I'm not sure if you could actually do that in a real court case or like testimony. It's like, no, actually, it was actually like this. So I guess that's the whole reason why they, put them on the stand, right, to get them actually admit the truth. It's like, all right, fine. It was actually like this. All right, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshots, see? Made us both jump and all our stuff went flying. Lummy didn't give me half a fright. We was thinking that the shooter would come at the door and get us next. We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into the back. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker. See, we never even have a chance, did we? Okay. So you admit the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Whitneybank's countertop in the night in question. Not ransack, Governor, no. That's right, Nash, that's right. It sounds more like we are tidied up, yeah. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this. More like, oh, this good stuff, eh? I'll take that. Oh, a gunshot. I'll put it back. I'm out of here. Sorry. By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. Yeah, because what happened last time, we found the evidence that some things had slightly moved. If we go here. Yeah, because if we go here, and then we check that against this one, it's very subtle, but the things on the counter like move slightly. We went over that last time, so just for catching up sake. However, they panicked and fled the hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. By the way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash. We don't. Can't see us sound like a bit more cutthroat? Or can't E make us sound a bit more cutthroat? For some reason, that E looks very much like a C. Ugh. Tiny eyes. It just can't be a coincidence that these men showed up at the Whitneybanks that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. Okay. Time to cross-examine. We did knock a few things over. We're laughing on nothing. Hold it! If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that defect in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? We ain't, Nash, we ain't. We admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Well said, Ringo. The old China. We only land ourselves even in more trouble. Old China, I've never heard that before in my life. Bizarre. And in fact now, there's a result of lying on your previous testimony. That's exactly what you've done. Landing yourself even more trouble. Ah, well, that's rotten luck. Says the rotten apple eater. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why'd you ransack the victim's counter? We never ransacked nothing. Right, Nash, right. More like we tied the place up. Yeah, even he's not convinced. Sorry. It was when we heard the gunshot, see, made us both jump and all that stuff went flying. Hold it! So what you're saying is, the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things off the counter? Well, it shocked just one of us that much, yeah. This bag of nerves needs to learn how to keep its shirt on. Look, it was louder, right? Blimey, me dead granny would be working up with that, working up at that bang. Big brother, you screamed like a blooming baby and fell over the counter. Oh, I see. It's like that's like a common thing in Japanese media, I guess, where it's the younger brother is always taller, and the shorter brother is always, the older brother is always shorter, aka Mario Brothers, and also a bunch of other media. I guess I did buy an energy drink today. Oh, not today, but this week, so. Because I remember I said that last week. I was yawning like crazy last week, so. I was like, I need something to wake me up, so. Hopefully. He knocked over a load of books and candlestick and some skull and whatnot. That got him tangled up in a marionette, which knocked over a picture frame, which knocked them scales up the floor. Really, this sounds a bit ludicrous. You've really mastered working quietly, then. What a racket. Me granny would have been scared back into her grave with a clatter like that. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some. I mean, I was as quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam! Oh, apparently he has something to add. Has a lot to add, apparently.
Excuse me.
Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add? Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. No, something to add about their testimony? You seem to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it all make you think of something? It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it. Only, well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. How about you just tell us what's on your mind? As you know, we brought these fellows into the yard for questioning last night, and the statement they gave was told a slightly different story to what they're saying now. Did it? You claimed you heard the victim shout out something before the gunshot. Might have, good, might have. Does it ring a bell now that you mention it? Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you're being a bit sloppy in your testimony here. Eh, fellas? If I did discover the witness's testimony had been any more sloppy than it has heretofore proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them. Easy, easy. I'll get it right this time. That's it, yeah. It's all come back to me now. Of course, now I remember. It was actually like this. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details you have to miraculously return to your questionable minds, sirs. Right you are, Gov. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun."
Hold it!
Oh, yeah? So, in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously? We did, Cove, we did. Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we had a kind of wavering voice before the yell and all. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Bam. Interesting. Kind of thing. A career in acting tragically missed. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell? Of course we could. From the outside that door behind the counter it was. From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Winniebank? On my granny's life, of course it was. On my... excuse me. On his granny's life, of course it was. Bit of a burp came in then. So that would mean that you both know Mr. Winniebank and the sound of his voice? Eh? Oh, so that would mean what? You heard it before? What, Nash, what? Any ideas? Yes, counsel. Indeed it would. Nah. We didn't know the geezer. Of course not. You wouldn't come in earlier at some point to look up the place, check. Yeah, of course, that's a classic criminal trait. You come in early, you pretend to be, I'm just browsing, this and that. But you actually, looking around, so you're security camera there, way out there, this and that. Yeah. How am I supposed to deny it when the blokes in all fancy cobblers giving us the evil eye? If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true. On my granny's life it is. On his granny's life it must be. They have different grandmothers. It's a good job his granny's dead. To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then heard hear the gunshot. causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them on the shop floor. You make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget we're tidied up after a good old boys. Anyway, the way I see it. The bloke went on the place is on the gun, so we should have fired it instead of yelling at the girl.
Hold it!
You're saying that Mr. Windyback had a gun in his hands? Oh yeah, I bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving guns at each other. Must have been good. Pretty heated. 2 guns? That doesn't line up. There was only 1. I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, "If you don't want to get shot." Oh, so he also had a gun, which apparently landed in her hands? Now that's interesting. Didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of an empty threat, if you could say. Mr. Windybank was known to keep a revolver in his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the items in his keep, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. That someone, being himself, of course. Good grief, extraordinary devotion indeed, if I'm alarmingly misguided. Well, certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only person was going to shoot and beat him to it. Cooked as a goose is proper. I bet he wished to squeeze the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun." And it was directly after those words you heard the gunshot. Yeah, it was more or less all over the same time, Gov. Give me that gun, and then bam. Kind of thing. Yes, a career in acting, very tragically missed. And then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck. Oh, everything went dead quiet. After that, we done a slap and dash job of tying the place up. Lobby didn't get out of a fry. Was thinking the shooter would come out the door and get us next.
Hold it!
Yeah, I'm gonna press all the statements. I think I already know what to do, but we're gonna continue anyway. So you didn't try to open the storeroom door then? Just in case anything extra. Not in your life. It went deathly quiet after that, he did. He put the wind right up me. But anyway, the door was indeed locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening. Yes, of course, it was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe. It was, Gov, it was, from the inside. Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Wait, what? You guys knew that they both had guns, but you also couldn't see inside to put that together? Okay. Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole or the spy hole, perhaps? Don't really know, bells, no light, no lights. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that. We're still cutting our teeth in the game, see? But one day. Well, really, cut the mustard. Please, cut it out. But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Yeah, she was also shot. It was also shot in the back, so that doesn't make any sense either. Yeah, if it was like, "Give me that gun," and then he was shot, that'd be from the front, right? The bullet holes in the back. Gina was in there unconscious with a gun in her hand. Yeah, the gun in her hand. To confirm, it'll be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom? That's right, Gov, that's right. Couldn't have, even if you wanted to. We stuck everything back we found and scalped it straight to the black.
Hold it!
Yes, whereupon you find a shot from your own gun and Mr. Herlock Sherm's. Oh, yeah, it was a bit hasty there. It was, Nash, it was, truth be told. Oh, was he shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up? You're shaking like a leaf. Don't put your loaded gun in your hands. Good advice, miss. Good advice. Truth be told, my mind went totally blank. Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hands. And a mental note made, miss. After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we look pretty dodgy to the coppers or something. So they clapped the derbies on us like winking. All these synonyms like they never heard before. And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct? Well, yeah. But listen, that proves it, done it, eh? That's right, they're also, being wrapped for attempted murder, because they shot, Sherlock Holmes. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
Hold it!
And that's why we believe that. Yeah, what? Because it's true, isn't it? The place was totally empty when we went in. And at that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, being having to force open the door by the accused that had the gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Winniebank. Correct? You've got it, mister. Down to a T. So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winniebank? Is that really true, I wonder? Oh, is this one I gotta press against? Huh. Or not like a... Maybe they encountered him on a different date. Not here and now. That's it? That's the full extent of the testimony? What is it, Runa? You look very fierce. I could probably pour you some herbal tea if you're tired. Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Yeah, I got something for tiredness, and it's not tea. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something important. That's nothing more than a feeling, though. I've got no proof to support it. Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry? People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. You still could take all that in your brain more quietly and analyze to come up with a feeling like you describe. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony by that knowing why, that's all. I think you should trust your instincts. Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think as if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. Yeah, it's like an ongoing thing in Japanese media as well. Very young person, very mature for their age. Well, not really Japanese media. Yeah, I guess in like some media anyway. Okay, so that's all the testimony. So I think. Okay, so. So he must have fired instead of yelling at the girl. Okay, so actually, let me save real quick. Save for no reason. Well, I got 3 hit points to fuck this up or anything. But yeah, what I'm thinking is I can present the gun and be like, "Where was the other gun? Nowhere to be found." Can I present? Okay. So he was shot in the back. Do we have the other photo of Gina? No. Maybe present the gun itself? Bang. Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Objection!
No, that ain't it. That reveals a damning inconsistency, that last statement. Damn it, you say? As I look at you, Counsel, I can see your trembling hand, your pallid expression, your perspiring brow. Huh? It seems to me that is a damning inconsistency right there, with a misplaced confidence of your assertion. Here's a damning tongue. You invited, sir. Okay, so that ain't it. Excuse me. So why do I get more testimony if I can't do anything with it? We heard a voice ring out. Just having a look through my evidence here, just in case. Wounded in the man's back. Yeah, exactly. So how could he be shot from the front? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe that's the inconsistency? That he couldn't possibly be shot from the front because he has a bullet hole in his back. Yeah, see where he says. We never even had a chance, did we? Okay. It's pretty watertight. Oh, that's right, yeah, that's, okay. Yeah, that's the paperwork to be like, hey, we can represent you in court, right? Yeah. That's the Magnus McGill case, right. Plunder. Oh. Yeah, this is the autopsy report. Instant death to the back? Oh. Oh, it went through the heart from the back. I see. Got it. The bloke what owned the place was holding the gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Do we have any? Or can I present the picture for this one to be like, he wasn't holding the gun at all? Right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, maybe. To be like, look, he wasn't holding the gun. What gun?
Objection!
Ah, okay. So you're saying, on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winniebank, was wielding a gun, is that correct? That's it, Gov, you got the picture. He has it, Nash, he has it, no question. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winniebank was not holding a firearm of any description. You what? Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection!
There can still be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Winniebank's gun was found at the scene. Yeah, I was about to present that picture, but apparently this picture does not exist, even though we've seen it multiple times. Not only wasn't identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand. Nice box. Yeah, that mold tool I used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun. Bam. Kind of thing.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are, right there. If the crime scene had taken place as you so colourfully described your testimony, it would give rise to the undeniable significant inconsistency that you have final moments that you just acted out. Yeah, I know, because he was... Yeah, okay, so I've already gone ahead of this because he was shot in the back, not in the front, so... Yeah, again, this is classic Ace Attorney. You can only present the evidence in the precise moment. You can't think one step ahead or two step aheads. Even though if you figured it out already, you gotta do it as the game intends you to put it out. So it's like, no, you can do this, this, and this, and this, and aha, case over. It's like, no, you gotta slowly draw it out. Goodness, are you sure, counsel? You intriguing me, my learned friend, but let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates his inconsistency in the witness portrayal of the victim's final moments? The picture again, right?
Take that!
According to the testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of, "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot. Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, also we've been led to believe. Yeah, so maybe it wasn't him saying give me that gun, maybe it was her trying to take it off somebody else. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and the attacker would have been facing each other. However, if I could ask the court to study the photograph of the victim's body again, you can clearly see that Mr. Winniebank was indeed shot from behind. Ah. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Ah. But it's the God's honest truth. That it is, Nash. It is. When we were shot that night, the shopkeeper had a gun in his hand, and we saw it with our own bleeding eyes. Wait, what do you mean? Huh? Excuse me? Did I hear you right now? You actually saw Mr. Winniebank holding a gun? Something like that might have slipped out. Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun, which only mean, despite their testimony to the contrary, that the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person. Nash, yeah, unless the door was open, or unless they look to the people. Or is there a, hang on. Let's have a look here. Is there any way you could possibly look through that door without it being open? No, unless you're looking through the keyhole. Yeah, because right here. Yeah, so that's the only way you could look in. Oh, that'd be quite awkward. Like a big handle like that, have to go, have to kind of lean your head kind of. Be difficult to get your eye close to that. Order! Witnesses, explain yourselves at once. Well, the thing is, we weren't supposed to, it would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that fault witnesses would be the death of you. Am I to understand that you replaced the untruth with your original testimony with renewed lies? Ever so softly, Governor. The truth is, we see, cut it out, Nash, cut it out. We blab now, you know what it'll do to us. What are they talking about? Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available for you. Bruv, come on. The game's up. But you have a guts for garters. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet. No matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. On the night in question, is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand you testify again to explain what precise circumstances under which this meeting took place. Well, do we have to? On the pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. Okay, so hopefully this will be the last time after they get testimony from them. I have to press them accordingly. So, tell the truth. Encounter with the victim. Alright, so we just got inside the gap, and then we relieved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he threw us like that while we were possessed. Then we'll at it. I thought we'd had it. Oh, so we're saying give me that gun to them? Ah. And for an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter. I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through the door on that back room. And it had nothing to do with killing him. I don't know what happened, I swear. I see, so it wasn't that they were surprised by the gunshot that caused them to knock the shit over in the counter. Apparently he was pulled over the counter and they happened to knock over that shit in the action. So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him as a part of the main shop. Well, yeah, sorry. Well, we find ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably. But honest, Governor, this time, Nash, we ain't got nothing to hide. Very well, counsel. For your defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. Time to corner them, like a rat in a cage. Encounter with the victim. Alright, so we just got inside the gap and leave the sign. Relieved when the geezer showed his mark.
Hold it!
When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and the proprietor of the shop, Mr. Wheatybank. Who else? Sorry, that's right. He was keeping a close eye on the entrance from the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was going to come out of the back room like that. Oh, apparently there was nobody else in the store at the time. Most likely, because I'm sure you wouldn't casually just come out to the front if you were dealing with somebody in the back, right? The back room being the pawnbroker's storeroom? Yeah, that must have been where he propped up from. The only place it could have been. Unless there's another... There's a hidden door in the floor. It's right here. Behind the candy. You can't see it. Actually... that'd be hilarious if there was like a hidden door. I'm assuming there's going to be something like that. Oh, maybe. Because apparently there was only 2 people in this storeroom. You can't get in or out, so... Where was this third person that apparently did the murder? Where did they go? And what happened? So it seems that the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers encountered the premises. Which means Jeannie must have been in there at this point as well. Oh, unless she was already in there. But that doesn't make any sense, does it? If Gina threatened Mr. Wheatybank in the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he emerge from the same storeroom all alone when the brothers arrived? Oh, I don't know. Did you sense the accused this time? What? That mole tool? Couldn't tell ya. No way, Copper. Copper, we had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, this old geezer just lost it. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then flew us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it.
Hold it!
You mentioned that Mr. Winniebeck shouted these words in your previous testimony, too. However, you claim that you heard them yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door. Oh, did we? But the truth is, he was shouting these words at you, wasn't he? Well, yeah. Was the victim, Mr. Winniebeck, wielding a gun at the time? Was ever? Blimey, lummy, the great barrel that pointed the gun straight at me. Front of piece? Sure. So what he's saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Winniebeck with the gun at that time. Is that right? That is, Gov. It is. Spot on. And all of a sudden he came with us. He did. It was Bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who. You were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean, for an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. Chucked me over the counter.
Hold it!
Yes, I know that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah, of course we did. Knocked over a load of books and candlestick and some skull and whatnot. Got that tangled in the marionette, which knocked over a picture frame and knocked over them scales on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter. Well, big property went flying over the counter like a gunshot, I can tell you. And then the old geezer pinned him. And he did, Nash, he did. If you hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a blooming pancake in seconds. At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbrokery. There was a button under the counter used to activate it, which presumably pressed by the victim. That's right, when the brothers fled the scene and back on the street. They ran straight into that arriving police, didn't they? Oh, excuse me. Poor Mr. Winniebeck, he did everything he could to protect his shop. Ugh, I need more energy. Already yawning. Yeah, how long are we going for? 40 minutes? Ugh. Oh, actually, hang on. Did I see? Oh, okay, it's paused. Because every now and then, because I got the Twitch page up, and every now and then my stream plays in the background and don't realize it. I'm like, oops, I forgot to pause it. But sometimes it just doesn't even play at all, so... yeah, just want to check. Pulled my gun and then legged it through the door to the back room.
Hold it!
Were you intending to shoot Mr. Winniebeck? Nah, never. I was just, looking out for me, bruv, wasn't I? It was, being flattened, don't forget. By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes. And then, the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him, is that it? Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, and then ran off through that door and shut himself in. Interesting. That doesn't quite line up. Yeah, it's like, why would you seal yourself in, like when you're being robbed? So I guess there are people with panic rooms, but I guess it's a similar idea. There's something about that last remark. Something doesn't quite ring true. What why Mr. Winniebeck ran away into the storeroom? What? Well, according to what everyone is saying, Gina was in there waiting for him with a gun. Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Winniebeck's gun to threaten him and force open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Winniebeck's hands again? I have no idea, but that is strange, isn't it? It's like this could be significant. I should make a mental note of it. Look, the point is, me and my brother here. That's right, Nash, that's right. Maybe Robbie. It never had nothing to do with killing them, that's all what happened, I swear.
Hold it!
You say you had nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. No, Gov, nothing. The old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? Locked it was, from the inside. We know it was because we tried to open it. But that's a decent door, that one. Good, strong, wouldn't budge an inch. So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could have possibly shot the victim, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade. Ah. It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, counsel? I don't know. Was there anyone else in there apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Winterbank? There could have been. I actually have no idea, but we're gonna roll with it. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. What? What's that look for? From the moment you admitted that you encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely. It did? What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is that who could have shot Mr. Winterbank? And that is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. You have my attention. In that case, let's return to this plan on the premises. Yes, I have. I was hiding inside the chests. It's gonna be similar to the other case where I was hiding inside the under the seat. I was under the seat the whole entire time. Yo, what up, Dolius? What up, man? Welcome in. The victim was inside the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. So pray, what other possible answer to the question, who shot the man, could there be? Counsel, you may now provide answers to the court in respect of two conundrums. Two, my lord? Twice as many chances to be right, maybe. Indeed, namely, from what location the culprit shoot the victim, and furthermore, where was the victim at the time? Understood, my lord. You're right, Bruno. I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I'm sure about. If I can prove there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answer to the questions posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. I actually have no idea, so I'm gonna say for no reason. No, not that I'm worried about messing this up and getting a game over or anything. No, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, I've actually never got a game over, so I'm not sure where it actually resets you. I'm assuming it just kicks you back to the title screen, but... Oh, boy. Shoot it right through the door. Or maybe they were never shot in the storeroom at all. Oh no, you said they ran inside the storeroom and locked the door, right? So, because I'm thinking maybe it could have been like, you know, someone could have shot him in this room and then like dragged his body in and closed the door and be like, it will all happen in here, of course. Make us, you know, think that way, but actually happen in here. Okay, I guess I'll just present the storeroom. Sure.
Take that!
The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. And the answer to the second question? Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? We're just proving the exact points. We're not proving anything otherwise.
Take that!
The defense believes that the victim would have been in this position
Objection!
here. What your answer in this fact show is that your own position is absurd as those of you indicated on the plan. What are you saying? What Lord Van Zykes is saying, counsel, is that your answers are clearly flawed. Ah! I knew it. It's twice as many chances to be wrong. So the questions are, from where did the couple shoot the victim, and where was the victim at the time? Well, you have to at least choose a place that's inside the storeroom, don't you? Wait, what? Why? Oh. I mean, if you're saying that someone shot Mr. Wingbank from inside the storeroom, they'll just probably say it was Ginny. Right. You're right. But what's the best move here? Should I try and gather more information first? Yeah, I have nothing to back it up, but okay. Give it a try. The defense would like to point out locations again. Well, well, you appear to be in a glutton for punishment. So now, time for some clarity. Show the coroner's plan the answers to the questions possessed by his lordship. They may be out in the open. Yeah. But I have no evidence to prove myself correct if I choose out here, so we're gonna do it anyway and hope for the best. I believe the culprit could have been here. And the answer to the second question. Sure. We're gonna roll with it.
Objection!
What your answers in fact show that your own position is absurd as those you've indicated in this plan. What are you saying? Well, Lord Van Zykes is saying, counsel, that your answers are clearly flawed. Yeah, I have no evidence to back myself up, so I more or less just want to see what happens when I get a game over, see where it puts me. Thank you, counsel. I've seen enough. According to the powers vested in me by Her Majesty the Queen, I declare no further examination necessary. As such, I shall be requesting the final decisions of the members of the jury. Are you already foreman? Absolutely, my good sir. Then please announce your findings to the court.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Oh no, how could this be? I hereby declare the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, guilty. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I applaud your considered and expedient deliberations. Court is adjourned. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can literally retry. Okay, so more or less it allows me to retry. Well, if I retry from the seat, does it give me all my points back? Hang on. I wonder. Oh, it does. So there's literally no reason why you shouldn't try anything, because it literally gives you all your 5 points back. So, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so based on what we already know, try to give some more information. So what was it? We pressed them on something and we got some extra, there was something extra that we got right. Or do we have to start the work for it? No, okay, we have to repress and everything. Okay, so I'll reload then, so we have to repress. Because that'll take some time, so I'm not going to do that. Reload! Ugh. We'll only have 2 hit points, but that's fine. Whatever, just don't fuck up once. Easy. Can I go back? Oh no, I have to. Oh, okay. Let's do some insane, ludicrous things from outside the door.
Take that!
And then he's all the way over here. Oh, hang on, actually. Because there was the, there was the bullet in the doorway, right? Oh, hang on, actually. Let me reload. Because now I'm thinking. Because there was the bullet that was in the doorway, and we assumed it was from where Herlock Sholmes was shot. But what if it wasn't? Maybe. Because actually, can I look at that in the court record? Yeah, we can look at the bloodstains, right? Yeah, this one here. Yeah, because we got this bullet here in the doorway, and we assumed that was when they fired the gun at Herlock Sholmes. So what if it wasn't? Oh, it was a bloodstain. Okay, maybe not. Because there's okay, we still don't know whose blood this was. Because we assume this was Herlock's blood, but we still don't know whose blood this was. Oh, but hang on. So he fired a single round, right? Yeah, so maybe... Yeah, so maybe this is the bullet from his gun. From Winniebank's gun. So maybe this isn't the bullet from their gun at all. Maybe this is from Winniebank's gun. Oh, it's a shame we don't have the technology that we could like match the bullets with the gun and make it so much more easier. Oh god. Okay, so maybe here. Right here.
Take that!
The defense believes the culprit shot the victim from this location. Here. And answers the second question. Yeah, and maybe he was somewhere here.
Take that!
The defense believes that the victim could have been in this position here. What answers fact show? Okay, so it's like, you got it wrong. Idiot. Whatever. That's alright. It's got one hit point, that's okay. I don't see why we can't show that someone other than Ginny could have done it in the storeroom, do you? Yes, that's the right way of looking at it, I suppose. Someone other than Gina in the storeroom. What's the best move here? Should I try again or gather more information first? Yeah, gather more information. My lord, I would like to consider the situation a little more before giving my answers again. Yeah, because I'm assuming we have to press them on some other statement first, right? And then get the information that we need, and then we'd be like, aha! Go back to this later. Consider the situation as much as you like. The answers do not exist. Very well. The court will now hear from the witnesses again when they deliberate. Cancel. So, that's what these brothers are willing to reveal this time, is it? They're still hiding something, don't you think? Yes, I'm sure of it. And not just like a minor detail either. It was almost and certainly because of these two poor... that poor Mr. Winniebank. Well, we can't just let them get away with it, Runo. I know, but I've got a feeling that there's even less evidence at my disposal this time to prove they did it. We've come so far. Now it's time to finish them off. Well, I'll do my best. Alright, so I'll save here, just in case. I need to come back to this at some point. Yeah, it's like I'm worried about messing up with one save point or anything. No, of course not. No, that'd be crazy. Why would I worry about that? I know, it's all the same. Yeah, I thought I got some more information by pressing them, but apparently not. Okay, so we need to find inconsistencies. Where we got them? Maybe I can press again, maybe?
Hold it!
Yeah, I'll press again. Okay, so more or less the same. Yeah, maybe I could re-press and maybe I'll get some extra information. Because that's happened in cases before. Where someone pipes up by just pressing again. Yep, same shit. Okay. Okay, I'll repress everything just in case.
Hold it!
Just in case we need something more. I've already read all this stuff. Okay, nothing more there. So on the first one, the second one, we got nothing more.
Hold it!
Third one. A button.
Hold it!
Oh, what did he say? Oh, fuck. Hang on. Something that doesn't quite ring true. Hang on, what we got? Man fled into the storeroom where you pointed the gun at him, is that it? Yeah, and that's it. He shoved him away and then ran through the store and shut himself in. There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, because she was in there in the storeroom with a gun, apparently. So why would he run to the storeroom where she's, you know, waiting to kill him? So, okay, so this is where we need to press. Okay, yeah, okay. So this is the inconsistency we're looking for. Right. Got it. Okay, like it through the door on that in the back room. Okay, so what do we need to present? It's like, why would he do that, right? What do we have accordingly? Photograph again? Crime scene floor plan. The gun. Your gun. A single round that was fired. Oh, maybe I present his gun to be like, why would he go and bend the storeroom when there's a gun waiting for him?
Objection!
No. There's clearly something odd about this last statement made by the witness. There's clearly something odd here indeed. Your behavior, counsel. Oh, please don't mind me. Being sitting to make it easier if you lower your hands. Okay. Yeah, I'll just I'll redo this just so I go through this again, just so I have full hit points so I can make as many mistakes as I please.
Guilty!
Yeah.
Guilty.
Got it.
Guilty!
Oh boy.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty.
Okay, we have to watch this whole entire thing every time. Oh no! How terrible. I wonder if that happens in real court cases. Like, no, I'm not fucking around. I'm just gonna call this here and there. Yes. I'm gonna cheat the system. Okay, so why would he run into the storeroom when there's no reason why he'd do that? What we got? Oh no, that's the redeem ticket, right? Yeah, okay. Blood analyzer. Yeah, if only I could present like portraits, because I remember you could do that in other Ace Attorney games. So I could do a portrait of Gina, and be like, why would he go in there when she was clearly there waiting for her? Do the paper. The crime scene photograph? Okay, why not?
Objection.
Fuck it. Yeah, it's like I just need to present the right thing, but I just don't know what it is, so... Ugh. Okay. That's more or less just trying, because I don't know exactly what I need to do, it's just like I need to present the correct thing, but I just don't know exactly what it is, so... I guess I can always look it up, but still. But still... Wait, what? Oh. Oh yeah, maybe this? Because it shows them both together, right? Yeah, maybe.
Objection.
No? Yay. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, so it's only 2 pages of evidence. Right. Alright. Alright, I'll try one more piece of evidence, and if not, it doesn't work, I'm just gonna look it up.
Objection.
No. Okay, fuck it. Ugh, fine. I wanted to look it up anyway. Ace Attorney Chronicles. Windy Bank storeroom. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't spoil this for me. Okay, done all that. Did that. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, this is from last time, I see. Yep. The old lady's courtroom. Oh, is this by chapter? Oh, I see. Okay, so the guide that I'm looking at does it chapter by chapter. I see. That makes it a bit more helpful. Okay. did that one. Okay, this is exactly where we're up to. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, okay, so apparently we don't need extra evidence. Right, okay, apparently, right, okay, I know exactly what to do now. Alright. I thought we had to get some more information, then we could have been like, oh, okay, now we have the information that we need to pressure accordingly, right? Yeah, apparently we don't even need that. Oh, dear, oh dear, this video game, swear to God. Alright, fine. Exactly. Right. Okay, so apparently we need to do the last one. Oops, mother bud. Yeah, so apparently we need to do the pointing out where they were. And one's outside the storeroom, the other's inside the storeroom. So that's exactly what we need to do. There could have been. Yeah, so here we're going completely off fabrications and guessing along the way because we actually have no information to back up these statements. But okay, we're gonna roll it. Sure. Excuse me. Alright, so what we need to do is... Alright, so the killer was right here.
Take that!
The offense believes the culprit could have shot the victim in this location here. And the answer to the second question. Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? Inside the room. This makes no sense, but we're gonna roll with it.
That!
Apparently that's correct. What the fuck? The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. So, what? So they had their back turned, and so they're able to do a lethal shot, shoot them directly in the back, in the heart, and kill them instantly. All the while, there are no damage from the there's no damage from the door. So I'm gonna open the door and then bang, and then close the door. Oh dear. Well, yes, Attorney is known for his fucked up logic, yeah. Well, especially 2 and 3 are very notorious for that. Because there's some trouble with Japanese to English translation with those games, so it's like things don't exactly make sense, so that's what I've heard anyway. Okay. Look, yeah, from outside the storeroom. Continue. Oh, apparently he's intrigued. Mr. Windyback died instantly from the bullet wound in his back. Looking on the stain of blood from the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. Which tells us it was almost certainly shot while it was in the storeroom. Oh yeah, because of the blood, right? Yeah, so he couldn't have been moved, so yeah, so he died and then he fell. Exactly, so. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? So you were adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom? Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earliest testimony. pulled out my gun and then legged it through that door in the back room. If Mr. Wendyback ran away through that door, you have to assume that the door was open at the time. Oh, okay, yeah, they never said that he closed the door behind him, right? I see. So he fled through the back of the storeroom, but he didn't close the door. Okay. So actually, all the evidence that we need is there. Just that I was assuming that the door was closed, but no, there was no mention of that. I see. Ah! It was precisely at that moment the victim was fleeing for his life. And these brothers had perfectly opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. Ah! Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial? Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states the bullet into the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. Someone from somebody of a shorter stature, right? Like the shorter Skulkin brother. It means that the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Poor man, Shotwell was running as fast as he could to safety. Ah, of course. He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still be into the body on an upward trajectory. So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. I'm sure my learned friend kind of forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed, locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled in the storeroom. You also claim that the corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock. You can lock it from the inside, right? I guess this was back in the day before you could actually, before doors would do that. You actually had to do it with a key. Straight up. But what if someone else locked the door? Yes, someone else locked the door from the inside and then hid. I'm going to hide in here for 12 hours. I'm going to hide in this box. Yes, there is someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Is that so? Unless Gina did it on purpose and put the blame on herself to try to... No, it was me, I swear. Don't look at the real killer. Like, why? Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis at the court. If the scenario is described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from the outside of the storeroom. In which case, who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside? Well, it was the only person that was in there, right? So, it was her. This is all very far-fetched. It was him.
Take that!
Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. I'm gonna lock the door and then grab his gun and then pass out and then, oh no, I'm in jail? But why? The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room? For what possible reason? Such action was only served to tighten the noose around her neck. I incline to agree, I must say. Well, counsel? Yes, that's a tricky one, bud, isn't it? Yeah, let's prove my client guilty. Oh no. Big notions have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please. But of course, Jeannie would have locked the door. That almost goes without saying, doesn't it? It does. Well, if I was Jeannie on that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in a direction, hadn't they? Oh yes, obviously. Before two brothers arrived, Mr. Lestrade and Mr. Windybank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went in between at the time, but at some point, Mr. Windybank must have heard the intruders break into his shop and left the storeroom. Oh, unless she closed it on purpose to be like, not knowing that was a fatal shot, to be like, don't shoot him anymore. But why does she have the gun in her hand? Like, that doesn't make sense. Intruders, eh? Ah, Zabras, bruv. If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom. Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Bang. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Windybank fell to the floor where he was just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment? I see where you're going with this. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who just murdered Mr. Windybank. Oh, unless she was trying to make sure that she could save herself as well. As soon as the thought snuck in and Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it. In order to save her own life, I see. Not to save him, maybe to save herself. But it ain't. I mean, we ain't the ones who done it. We ain't, Gov, we ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on, we never shoot no one.
Objection.
I mean, you did shoot, you did shoot, Mr. Sherm, so that's not correct. That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There is only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windybank's murder. Wrap it up. No, I'm assuming they're not the real perpetrators. And where does this leave us? You mean to say it wasn't the pickpocket who shot the pawnbroker after all? I should have known it was those three brothers. Look at the shades of the dense forest. That was amazing, Runo. All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now. I know, first time ever. And probably the last. Well, I think you've done it. Surely this gives us a verdict, or give us a verdict of not. Oh, you think it's over? Heh, you fell right into my trap, right? Yeah, of course, classic ace attorney. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, you're screwed. Oh, no. No, I'm screwed. Oh, now you're screwed. Oh, no, now I'm screwed. Yeah, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. You didn't think about this? Oh, crap. An admirable effort, my learned friend. What's this now? He's laughing? You find that situation amusing, Lord Van Zykes? Myself, the defendant's argument most persuasive. I dare say. Such a chicanery is bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation. But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than excusable pettifoggery here. Pettifoggery, I never heard that word in my life. Don't even know what that means. What? Hypothesis you put forward so obscenely, credibly, cannot and will not stand. Because, you see, it contains a fatal flaw. A fatal flaw? Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic is failing? I say, Lord Van Zykes. You might have an idea to explain the bally conjuring trick or whatever it is, the troops of the ground, The fatal flaw is in my learned friend's argument is really simple to understand. How about you? Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets? By George, count bullets? Oh dear. Yeah, didn't notice then. Huh? What's everyone talking about? Oh yeah, hang on. Let's look at this gun, shall we? Yeah, this gun was fired one time. So... yeah, there's also a bullet from them. Oh yeah, there's a bullet from them. Yeah, so they shot Herlock Sholmes, so they could not possibly have shot him as well, because it was only fired once. Counsel. Yeah, yes, sir. Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime. 2? Yeah, we still don't know where that extra bullet came from. Like, what the fuck? 2 bullets? Correct. The first, which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second, which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on the arrival of the scene. Indeed. The defense presented the picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in proceedings. Yeah, where the fuck did this bullet come from? The bullet which ended Mr. Sholmes appeared to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. Oh, okay, so this is... Unless it's not? Wait, how did it land and get up, like, so high? Hang on. Did the bullet actually pass through his body? Hold up. Do we have... No. Okay, we don't have the report on Sholmes, so... Yeah, so we don't know if the bullet passed through his body if it's still in there, or if they had to remove it. That sucks. So we're just under assumption that this is Mr. Sholmes' blood then. Okay. That would make sense if that's true, but okay. Oh, excuse me. Your lordship's misunderstanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank, and the Skulkin brothers' revolver. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet each. Unless it's going to be like later, it's going to be like, psych, there was a 3rd gun. I would not be fucking surprised. Now then, my learned friend. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes. Yes, I did. Oh my goodness, I think you'll find that the single bullet was fired from the brother's gun here, Mr. Sholmes. That means Windybank not shot by same gun. Stop. Only 1 bullet. Stop. Exactly. Yes, this Nipponese street performer presented an obscenely credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick with no hope of standing up to scrutiny. Order. See ya. Pray to forgive the obscuracy of flinging the dregs of this hallowed nectar in the public gallery. But Lord Van Zykes. But in this court needs to open his eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as a juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with crime conduct. Yeah, I guess she does have a history of, pickpocketing and stealing, so... But still, it's not like murder is on that. She's, just doing enough to scrape by. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. Oh, yeah, there's... Okay. Never mind. She ignored the photo where she has a gun. As we can see beyond the down, the sprint depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And now I have here in my possession 1 more piece of evidence that the prosecution wishes to present. That disc. I'll be taking whatever it is. Mr. McGill is down to the yard. Thank you very much. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is. Mine. Okay, so if we match the blood with that, what color is it going to turn? I'm sorry, miss. But anything that belonged to Mr. McGill has to be taken away in evidence now. Yes, that music box disc. McGill's music box disc. Oh, excuse me. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Windybank, The accused attempts to make up for this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. And with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence. Good gracious! Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on the account for her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no doubts that with this girl will not stoop if pushed, no crime that she would not commit. The court forgets that in fact it's peril. I see. I think it would be pugilant to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel, as grim testament to the defense's character. Who was that? Lord Van Zykes? Inspector Gregson. What? Yes, Inspector? Oh, was that an inspector saying that? I had a meeting with yesterday with the Yard's prosecution service, and, I think it was agreed that the disc wouldn't be used as evidence. What's this all about? Why is the inspector acting strangely? It was him. He did it. That'd be kind of an ironic turn of events. That's the first time he's ever said anything to Van Zykes at all. I'm unaware of any such meeting. But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent. Inspector, I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you. He's like, whatever. This is the court of law, and this is evidence. The prosecution wishes to proceed with the submitting this as evidence, my lord. Indeed, bailiff. Music box is the end of the court record. Okay, can we look at that right away, just in case there's any extra shit on there? Yeah, because that's fucked me in the past. Where it's like, you didn't look at it, you presented it, but you didn't look at it. It's like, ugh. Christ. Oh, Runa, look. This is blood. Yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I may have noticed that before. Aha, it's been my time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever. Alright, hold still with that disc, Runa. Can we get this done quickly, Iris? In a flash. And it's gonna turn blue. Oh, green. Alright. Ooh, a lovely bright shade again. What? Okay, so... Hang on. So the green blood was at the door, right? So that means that doesn't make any sense at all. So he couldn't... The bullet couldn't be from where Mr. Jones was shot, because that was... Because we were under the assumption that that was his blood, right? But this says otherwise. Wait, that color. What is it? It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? The blood samples for Polly has been updated in the court record. Yes. So, yeah, because that was the unknown, right? The unknown blood type. Which was... Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, unknown. Yeah, this one here, because we were assuming that was the bullet from Mr. Jones was shot. But that doesn't make any sense, because why would his blood be on disc as well? Okay. Yeah, I thought so. So there was definitely a third gun in there. So there was somebody else. The prosecution established the accuser's motive, opportunity, and baseness of character. There is nothing more to add. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decisions and rest my case. He's like, got him, but then I'm gonna be like, got him. I don't believe it. If I had the jury on my side for once, all for 5 minutes. Oh dear, it wasn't even for 5 minutes, Runer. My lord. I wonder if I might say something at this point. Proceed, Mr. Foreman. Yeah, I've been stumbling around and there's a bit of a fight up to now, if truth be told, but all of a sudden, the answer's fully obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it. Oh, I don't have to convince them again. For fuck's sake. Oh no. Oh dear. Very well, the court will now hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will now present your lawyers as the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Yep, we have to do this
Guilty.
again. Christ.
Guilty.
Just
Guilty.
slow down the pace of the game one more time. Yeah, there's like many gimmicks in this game which like slow the pace of the game to a fucking crawl, and this is one of them. Yeah, it's like AC-21 is like pretty good paced, but this one is like, hey, the pace is good until it's like, and then it hits a standstill, and then it gets going again, and it's like, and then it stops. And it's like, ugh, boy. We have a consensus along the jury, it seems. I never noticed the little mouse. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, with the guy at the ends. Yeah, that's right. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. That's my line. I wrote that for Hurley. Ah, how dare it be used against us. Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one more thing that I'm absolutely certain of. That Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybank, that's beyond any doubt. Very well. We will now proceed with the second summation of the day. I guess he just assumes we're just going to do it again. It's like, why wouldn't we, I guess. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready? Carradine Squadron is primed and ready for action, sir. Very good. Sir, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will now each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty. Yeah, so we have to press all of them and try to pit them against each other and all this crap. And, yay! Alright, before we do that, I'm going to pee real quick, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, the guy on the very end. Oh, I can't just like pan like right to him. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like pan like right to him to show him, but I guess we'll go one by one. Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens. If only I had 2 bullets without the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted. You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation would cause such grief. His mind still is elsewhere. He's on the operation that he may have fucked up. He's like not even on the case at all. Oh dear. Hang on, let me need to adjust my socks real quick. There we are. The accused attempted theft on previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, mouse. I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns. Really? That could be helpful. It would seem there is a little remaining room for doubt. I have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that it jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more. The whole courtroom is turning against me. It's not fair. Iris, that prosecutor's being mean. Just because Ginny's done something that she should have done in the past, it doesn't make her a murderer. Just has another bottle of wine. Was he like your third, fourth bottle? Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor from the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here's the truth coming out, eventually. That's enough preamble, counsel. Proceed with the summation exclamation. Alright, go time. Yes, my lord. Alright, as if we need more gimmicks in this game, here's one more. A rogue? Always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens.
Hold it!
Just because Miss Lestrade had a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder? Is that what you're saying? Ah, well. Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge? I beg your pardon? Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization in the world? No, I'm simply illustrating my points. Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and very dangerous. Yeah, well, yes, might have a point there, suppose. But let's not forget the girl already had shown that she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal assault through and through. I can't deny it. When you say that she'd shown it in her, you referring to this? Exactly. Tied to that swipe only a day earlier. Or I'm mistaken. Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that. I've never actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, we already looked at it, right? Mr. Sholmes did use that caramel bars to make a copy of this, didn't he? And then he ordered every type of music box he could find from across Europe. We still don't know what tune he plays, though, do we? Why does that matter? But I love to see how the original compares to Ho's copy. McGiller's disc. Could it be a clue somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail. I already did that. I did it. Oh, unless, hang on, can we look at the back of that, actually? I didn't flip it over. That might be a good idea. Whoa. Oh! That's just for McGillet on the back. For McGillet? That's the man you defended in the court a couple of months ago, isn't it, Runo? So somebody made this disc and gifted it to him. Yes, or rather, mistakenly defended. I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc. That's a question I'd love to know the answer to myself. Oh, so it's not even going to be updated. I'm not going to waste my time. Hell yeah. Whoa. Spin. Only 2 bullets have found the scene. I would say this whole case is done and dusted.
Hold it!
Is the number of bullets in that has you convinced? Only 2 bullets were fired, and 2 guns that were fired are being examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings. Well, that's logical, I suppose. Although... Yes? Sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like fine china. Does your employer dine with thieves? No, I suppose... There was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware. I'd have to reconsider my position. A third bullet somewhere on the scene? Could that be possible? I can prove it! Allow me to show you then. The third bullet. Can we do this? No? Or can we just present it as a whole? It'd be a shame if we fuck this up.
Take that!
I don't suppose this would pass as the third bullet? It passes for a bullet as much as you pass for a lawyer, my learned friend. Coming from you, I'm not going to take that as a meaning. Not much. In no way does it resemble a bullet, if that helps your misunderstanding of my last remark. Okay, so I have to straight up just present the bullet. Ugh. Counsel, the very last of we expect the evidence that you present to be of correct form. It's been a long day. Okay, so we need more. Okay, so much like we last time we did this, we have to get the information first and then go work backwards. Okay. Let's actually try to find this third bullet before we attempt that again, Bruno. Okay, so I thought I could like point it and be like, there! So what do you mean? That's the third bullet. Clearly. There was one in Mr. Sholmes and one in the guy, and that's the third bullet, right? Oh, we don't know that for sure at this point though, because we don't know if the bullets got stuck in Sholmes or it passed completely through. Because that's their assumption at this point, that the bullet just passed the room and just landed in the wall, so. Don't need a stare, so you have to see the truth here. So if I've understood correctly, you do need two pictures on the left eye and a slightly different right eye one. Exactly, you can see it there in the scene in 3 dimensions, like this. So if we have two bullets, don't you suppose they can see anything useful with them? I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who could have shot the victim is the girl in the dock. How can you be so sure of that? Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they? Yes, that's been mentioned once or twice. Well then, surely coming up in the focus now, isn't it? This is a waste of time. I'm not going to change this man's mind anytime soon. Never imagined the simple operation would cause such grief.
Hold it!
Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defense's life is on the line here. Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say there's nothing to do with this trial, to be honest. Huh? I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite impeccable, don't you think? I almost don't want to ask, but the surgery you've been muttering about this time, were you operating on... Oh, was he operating on Sholmes? Oh, interesting. So all this muttering about, yeah, I could have left it in there. Did I? Did I not? What was the fellow's name now? Hurlich? No. Herlock? No. Herlock? Herlock Sholmes, by any chance? Yes, good lord! Just convenient enough to work. It was Herlock fellow. What? You're the surgeon who operated on Mr. Sholmes? Oh boy. Of course, in classic Ace Attorney, there is no waste of time. It all comes together in the end. We'll never give you anything that you won't use later. You're like, what does this have to do with anything? It turns out it has everything to do with anything. That's right, using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might say. It was a fairly major op, I could tell you. This is crazy. Let me see, the fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or another, so I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and I couldn't find the bullet anywhere. Okay, so the bullet did pass through him. Okay, so now we're getting the information that we needed. So I'm afraid I have to throw up my hands and just stitch the fella back up. I hate to state the obvious, but... Yes? Surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting. The counsel of defense is correct. As clearly shown in this photographic print, the bullet that the Skulkin brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region. Okay, so this is the bullet that was shot. Oh, okay. So now we got that. And then exited his body and lodged in the shop wall where the calendar was hanging on the door. I think you find that's really quite simple if you just consider the problem on three-dimensionally. So what are these blood doing on the disc then? Huh. Do you know... Who do you think I am, son? Well, juror number 4 is about the best I could do. As soon as I saw the wounds in the man's stomach, I flipped him over. Like a pancake? Are you saying that you checked his back? Of course I did. And there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign of the bullet had left the body at all. What? So he was shot, but there's no bullet? Are we using airsoft guns? What's going on? What? That's the point. The only logical conclusion is that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards. So the bullet wasn't from him. Which is exactly what I had said about slicing him up. And still none the wiser, even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can someone please solve the mystery? It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together. I see. Where's the expert? We need one. So can we press this again? I guess so.
Hold it!
Does he change his statement? Mr. Sholmes' search is on the jury? I've experienced some coincidences recently, but this is ridiculous. I'm surprised at anyone. But there's no question that Mr. Sholmes was shot. Well, that's what the police told me when they brought him in. Maybe he wasn't shot at all. Well, I guess a bullet is like, just, a very fast, blade, or, just a very fast piercing object, so I guess it could be pierced by something else, and they could have mistaken it as a bullet wound. How bad were his injuries, Doctor? He was in a bad way. He lost a huge amount of blood, And I suspect he was shot at quite close range, too. Because his skin was badly burnt to the point of entry. Burnt? As I said, I flipped that fellow over and examined his back, but there was no signs of an exit wound. Which is why I thought I'd better locate the lug and pop it out. And yet you see, you found no bullet inside the patient. Well, I wouldn't have done, would I? It's in the wall of the pawnbrokers. But it couldn't have been. But how did it get there? I need someone to solve this mystery before it drives me to insanity. If only there was some expert in ballistics who could help, even if he looked extremely untrustworthy. Oh, okay, thanks for holding my hand game. I get it. If only you had some sort of expert, like some guy that's like two steps over. So we have a disappearing bullet on our hands. Okay, so I'm going to completely ignore you. Next. I do not know about... There's nothing I do not know about guns. I'm going to press him anyway regardless, but still. They could probably just pit him now, but still.
Hold it!
I thought you were just a tourist. Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take the bus to Crystal Tower, please. There's no way he's just a visiting tourist. So you're a ballistics expert? Who knew? I have such experience with guns. Ah. I have lived through many, how do you say, extreme, violence, path of, blood of, extreme violent bloodbaths, perhaps. Those. Extreme violent bloodbaths. English is very difficult tongue. Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue. Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, if you ask me, there is nothing I do not know, no mystery I cannot solve. He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure. But if possible, please, only in Russian language. He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he? No, but still, we should bear it in mind. He's our man. If there's a mystery about guns or bullets. Okay, so we pit him against the other one. Van Zykes has managed to convince everyone. We have eliminated the impossible, he said, but he hasn't. If we're going to fight back, we need more material, and we have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again. Okay. Pits. You against you.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradicts the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other. Okay, so we're not technically going to pit them, we're just going to be like, hey man, you guys can work together, we'll figure this shit out. Ooh, a ballistics expert. Pitting. On the night in question, Mr. Jones was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers. But since there was no sign of an X-wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Jones's body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Jones was shot. Juror number 6. Hello, my name is Violet. Pleased to meet you. The apparent contradiction of the facts is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery? I have seen very similar situation in Motherland. It was night, there was blizzard. I was running away along a mountain in freezing cold. Golly! The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog sleds. Mental note, don't ask too many questions. I was shot from behind and fell down in snow, and this situation was very similar to what I heard today from Doctor. They could not find bullet in my body, and no sign of, how do you say, exit wound. Then, where did the bullet go? Bullet never hit me. Well, if it never hit you, then why did you fall down? Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to my side. What? One small piece, very sharp, broke away from a lump of ice and pierced my body. Ah! Okay, let's have a look at that again. Oh, okay, so the bullet isn't cracked at all. That would have, I guess if that was obvious. Maybe like a tiny fragment that we can't see? It made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound. Good gracious! Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me. And that is the situation of mystery disappearing bullets. Oh, okay, not that the bullet hit him, just the ice hit him. So maybe, because this shattered and cracked, maybe some part of it broke off and hit him. Perhaps. Because that's like a mirror, kind of? Yeah, so a bit of that might have broken off. Okay. But that doesn't answer the question at all. The shooting happened in a pawnbroker's shop. Not some snowy mountain road in another country. Just an idea, but we might not be looking exactly the same scenario here. Where exactly was Hurley shot again? Well, according to the report, in his stomach, sort of around this area, I think. Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt. Oh, maybe if that exploded? Oh, maybe if maybe if they shot the pouch and it ricocheted and then hit the calendar. A pouch? Actually, I might have noticed something like that. Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations. What? Really? Doctor, where is the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing? Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I can remember. If I may. Lord Van Sykes. While I realize if I've been in for the prosecution to interject during a summation exclamation, I should inform the defense that I had the pouch in question, and the antechamber outside the courtroom. Oh, sorry? As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene, they found Mr. Sholmes injured. They removed the pouch in order to assess the wound. Ah, thank goodness. I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment. Since then has begun my safekeeping along with other evidence relating to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred. Very well. While extremely unconventional during a summation, I must demand that the prosecution presents the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Mr. Herlock Sholmes' pouch. I see. So this is the pouch that was worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it? Yeah, so 1 vial is missing and cracked. So yeah, it's all coming together. Look at that! One of the vials is broken, and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the vial exploded. Exploded? So, that night, the bullet from the Skulkin brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch, and it was the glass vial exploding that caused the fellow's injury. This bullet did not penetrate victim, but it was deflected into the wall of shop. But still, we still don't know whose blood it was. Okay, so that means there's still 2 bullets, so that doesn't help us at all. Fucking hell. A delightfully complex aroma. Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least. Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case. The bungling and burgling brother shot the detective, and his accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remained unaltered. But at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight. Thank you, young man. Thank you very much. Glad I could help. Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will suggested the stuffy pouch as evidence. Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy. No, I accidentally said stuffy by accident. Oops. Sholmes' pouch has been entered the court record. Now, summation exclamation. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion. Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, it's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, right, Niski? There's still a very way to turn this around somehow, I'm sure of it. Okay, so now we got that pouch. Who was the person that were... Oh, okay, yeah, we're trying to prove that there was a 3rd bullet, right, and we couldn't do that. Right. Okay, so maybe we do have to press on her. Sure. The accused of attempted theft on previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
Hold it!
What do you mean you're in for a busy day? Forgot to say, stop. Do excuse me, stop. I'm a communications officer, stop. I'm a communications officer? Does that have something to do with the relation to sending telegrams? Everything from personal messages written by members of the public to the latest news in the capital. I convert all the messages into Morse code and tap out the entire world electronically. To the entire world? Thousands of miles of cable under the sea. Stop. Worldwide communication network. Stop. Information transmitted to and for all corners of the globe. Stop. How's your, what's that called when you get like pain in your wrists in tendons? Carpal tunnel. That's right. How's that doing? Just doing that all day. Yikes. Ah, yes. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves, or like before, wasn't she? Specialized in communications from information from the government departments and newspaper offices. I see. I'm sure I have to write the newspaper reports of today's guilty verdict later. So no sleep for me tonight, I imagine. Let's just finish the trial first, shall we? Okay, so no help from her. Oh, can I press her again? Because this is different, right? Yeah.
Hold it!
Let's do that. What do you mean you're in for a busy day? Forget to say stop. Do excuse me, stop. Oh, okay, no, it's the same shit. So she changed the statement, but it's exactly the same. Unless it's the same and I didn't realize. Maybe I fucked up. Oh. Couldn't have been. Okay. So we've done one pit. Okay. Oh, hang on. Can we look at this? Hang on. Let's look at this. This vial has been smashed to pieces. Presumably, this is where the bullet struck. As soon as the bullet hit the chemical in that vial, where it would have been a really big explosion. A big explosion? Well, Holmes' potion and chemicals are amazingly useful for the investigation work he does. But they're also quite tricky to handle. Safely, at least. They're very dangerous. Oh. I'm sure that when this vial broke, the chemical inside would have ignited. Note to self, always walk on the right side of Sherms in the future. The left is the danger zone. Okay, anything else? Oh, it's been scorched right through. Yeah, so it would have... Yeah, okay, so there is a hole in there, so it would have went right through. Oh, look, there's a hole here at the back. Doesn't look much like a bullet hole, but clearly something ripped through the leather with great force. Must have been something. Must have pierced it somehow to left this hole behind. Yes, it looks that way. Mr. Sherms and his parents took a beating, didn't they? Okay. Huh. Well, maybe I can try to prove there was a third bullet by this. Well, like, hey, the blood matches with this, so what does that mean? Maybe. I'm gonna save just in case. Just in case. Oh no, I have to. Okay, yeah. Hang on, we gotta press it first, right? Yeah.
Hold it!
Number of bullets as you convinced? Yeah, okay. Is there a way we could prove there was another bullet? I can prove it! I'll show you then. The third bullet. Here.
Take that!
This is gonna go really bad. I don't suppose it's both past the third bullet. Oh, unless... Hang on. Unless it exploding was technically the third bullet. So it wasn't a bullet at all, it was a shot of glass. Maybe it just happened to explode without being shot. No, it would have been shot, but maybe it didn't ricochet. Maybe we're doing a lot of assumptions right here. Oh, this is the only thing I can think of. I can prove it. The third bullet. The third bullet isn't technically a bullet at all.
Take that!
No? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't suppose this passes. Really? So what do I have to do? Do I have to press them all again? Unless I have to pit them and get more evidence. What's a rogue? Oh, it's a rogue, I see. Oh, can I press him again? Because his statement's changed. Oh, okay.
Hold it!
Let's do that. Then I ask you to reconsider your learning, sir. Oh, no, that's another matter entirely. Sorry? All I can think about for the moment is the wonderful sense of relief that I have. The mystery is solved. I need some time to let that sink in before I could possibly consider anything else. Alright, although the surgeons be able to think, had to be able to think quickly. Perhaps we should leave him alone for now while they see if he's in a peace. And focus on some of the other jurors? I suppose we'll have to. I wish I had the chance to experience inner peace sometimes. Okay. Attempted a theft on the previous day. Don't know. Let's have to look it up again, because I'm drawing some blanks here. Different to us law-abiding citizens. Yeah, any statement didn't change at all. So I'm thinking maybe it's her and somebody else have to pit against each other. Maybe. Yeah, there's like nothing. What do you want me to do, game? Unless I do have the bullet. Where's the third bullet? I already have it. It's shaped like a book. No. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna look it up. I tried. Tell me, guide, what do I do? Oh, hang on. Okay. Okay, pit. Wait, what? Hang on. Oh. Oh, hang on. Maybe I do have the third bullet after all. Hold up. Oh. Oh, okay. I had to examine this bullet hole because everyone assumed it ricocheted, right? But there's no exit. I see. It was right in front of me. I just didn't. Okay, I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah, because everyone assumes that the bullet ricocheted off this, but there's no exit. So, where'd the bullet go then? So unless it like ripped right through and went through the other side. Oh yeah. Oh, is it still in there? Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. That lump there. Oh, look. There's a hole in the back. Okay, so I'm not gonna look at it. Yeah, so the third bullet is still in there. Can I? Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't even. Yeah, I can't look at it. Okay. Yes, so the bullet is still in there. I just can't look directly at it. I can see it in there, but I can't be like, they'd be like, there it is! I see. It's really scorched badly just in there. Oh, the strap is broken. Look! This must be where the bullet hit then. Let me see. Oh, and now we open it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. What the? Iris, look! Behind where the broken vial was. Do you see it? Ah, that's the Skulkin Brothers bullet. What a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch. This is an amazing discovery. What this means is that there was 3 bullets fired at the Whitney Banks that night. We found exactly what the juror was talking about. The third bullet. Time to press that juror again, I think. Yeah, classic case of, hey, you didn't look hard enough. The third bullet is entered in the court record. Okay, so hey, you can't do that. That's tampering with evidence. Okay, so now we can present the third bullet. Right. I just didn't brain hard enough. For some reason, I didn't even see that hole there. I just saw the I saw a hole in the back on where the scorch marks were, and I thought that it just hit the vial like on the top or something. So, right. I can prove it. The third bullet.
Take that!
Ah, here it is. I discovered it just now. Yes, on the night in question in the Whitney Banks pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired.
Hold it!
What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? Where did you find that bullet? It was like inside Mr. Sholmes' pouch. What? This patch was removed from Mr. Sholmes' waist just before he was taken to hospital. And since then has been touched by no one. Do you mean to say that the shot fired by the Skulkin Brothers that night? Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch. But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already knew the whereabouts of the bullets fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in the photographic prints. 2 guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence. Yes, that of Mr. Winnebag, and that belonged to the Skulkin Brothers. An examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each. Ah! But that must mean... That's right. We now know where the night in question 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that uncontrollable, what the fuck is this word? Whatever. Inconsistency is somehow explained. We cannot and must not pass judgment. Ugh. Ah. Order, order, order! While this summation remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that are appear to shake this very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. As my prerogative, whatever, in this situation, too many complicated words. Thesaurus.com, my favorite website. I hereby temporarily suspend the summation. By Jupiter! What? Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once. Explain yourselves. Oh, I thought we were done with these guys. Oh, God. Keeps going. Witnesses. Governor. Will you listen to the proceedings by the defense carried out this summation? We was, Governor, we was. Perhaps you can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A third bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that? Make of it, Gov? I ain't make nothing out of it. Is it one of yours? Go on, blimey, Gov. Go blimey. Not a chance. In that case, did you have an accomplice? What? What? Never. The Scott brothers never work alone. But they said there was a third brother, right? Where is this third brother? It was just the two of us, a trademark. How soon you forget poor Sulky? Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it? Lummy, that's a dead end scratcher. That's an head scratcher. Counsel for the defense. Yes? I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The third bullet and the mysterious missing firearm for whence it came. Thinking back to over the testimony we've heard, also the evidence we've seen, I think we're starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear what this third bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers. It had nothing to do with them. They had a secret accomplice. On that night at Winniebank's Pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. The witnesses clearly are doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present. Someone carrying a gun. With the power of gun.
Objection!
An accomplice, you say? Pigswill. These protracted proceedings have already been forced us to endure 2 exhumations. Yet in all that time there has been not a murmur of a third man, if this is apparently wraith-like being exits. The court must be shown hard evidence, without it this fantasy will be crushed. Ugh. The prosecution demands answers on 2 accounts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. We don't have that, sir. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character. The sculptors are lying, I knew that. But how can I ascertain the identity of this person that they're hiding? Well, counsel, I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice and reveal the person's identity even. In response to the prosecution's demands, my lord, the defense is ready to present answers. Unable. defense is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers in the prosecution demands. This is not going to go well. So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think that you have something to say. This promises to be interesting. I have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference. In that case, counsel, I would like to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you had that there's a third intruder present at the scene? It was to be the disc, right? Because that's the blood, correct?
Take that!
This evidence is this. Maybe not. You perplex me, counsel, by looking so pleased with yourself despite this quite displeasing answer. Huh? My learned friend has a knack for it, my lord. It seems like presenting nothing as though it was something is a favorite trick of the Nipponese conjurer. Ah! That's alright, I was kidding again, I was taking my points back. Whatever. Thank you, counsels. I'm gonna fast forward through all this text. Oh no. Oh, I have to. Oh, fuck's sake. Hurry up. Oh my god.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
It's borderline, the borderline scenes before, for some reason I have to wait. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Got it. I'm pressing the button. Freaking hell. Ugh. Retry. Yes. Haha, I got all my points back. Eat it. In that case, cancel. There's like no like it's like an old Ace Attorney games. It'd be like, oh shit, I don't want to game over. But in this one, it's like you can game over. You can just you can keep going forever. Easy mode. Okay, so evidence, huh? Okay, that's Mr. Mason's blood. Okay, so hang on, let's look at this. Oh, okay, yeah, it's right in there. Maybe I could present this because it has all the blood stains, not just the music box disc itself. Maybe. Actually, I'll save anyway, just because. I guess I want all my hit points back in case I fuck up royally.
Take that!
Ah, nailed it. Yeah, okay, so I was thinking the right idea, but I had to present all the shit at once, right? Okay. The evidence is right here in this portfolio. By Jove, that portfolio again, is it? Do you expect the court to rifle through your papers yourself? Be more specific. You claim that one of these blood samples proves the presence of the third intruder? Well, which one is it? There's this one.
Take that!
This is the blood sample that proves it. No? Okay, fuck off. Fine. It's the other one. It's the other green one. Yeah, whatever. Hurry up and penalize me. Do it. I'm mashing. Come on, hurry up. Okay. It's this one. Wait. This guy is already dead. This guy's already dead.
Take that!
What am I looking at here? There appears to be some sort of green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar. That's blood stain, my lord. A blood stain? Green blood? Curious, even for you. The court will understand that the intruder was some sort of inhuman creature. It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes. By the great detective. New invention, stop. Not yet appeared in stories, stop. A fan, are you? It's this, you see? It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger spray is chemical that reacts with different elements of people's blood to change its color. Different elements of people's blood? Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements. So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell by in a flash whose blood it is. Unless they have the same blood type, then it probably wouldn't work, but still. We're gonna ignore that. Ooh, that brings a whole new extra dimension to looking at blood. Talk of blood in courtroom, stop. Very exciting, stop. it's like I'm reading the book, but it's happening in real life. As an example, this one shows the blood of a victim, Mr. Winniebank. Ah, striking blue. Yeah, so you see the green color, this blood stain on the counter. Shows that somebody else was shot by the main part of the shop. Now, hold fire there, young man. Could be for some unrelated incident, could it? No, it could not be unrelated. Yeah, I wasn't there the day before because we were there, so... The date shown on the calendar is the date on which Mr. Winniebank was killed. Yeah, as I say, does he go over to the calendar every night at midnight and just switch it over? By golly! Therefore, we're going to assume that whoever was shot was shot on the same day. Then whose blood is it? Well, the Skulgan brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Which means it could be the blood of somebody else. The third intruder, in fact.
Objection!
Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is the alleged third member? Do we have... Okay, so we can't select the third brother because we don't have a portrait of him, so... It was him! It was him! This guy. Maybe? We have no evidence to support this claim, but... He's our best bet, I think. It was you! I mean, who else the fuck could it be? Nobody. It was... That'd be crazy if it was her. Gonna bring her back from Japan to testify.
Take that!
The man's name is Eggert Benedict. Eggert Benedict? Who on earth are you talking about, counsel? He paid a visit to Winniebank's pawnbroker on the afternoon before the incident took place. Then, when the accused attempted the detective pawnbroker into releasing the article into possession. Oh yeah, because he has the corresponding blood, right? Yeah. Of course. On the disc. Forgot about that. That's right. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Eggert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. Broker. Yes, sir. I believe the filthy pickpocket thief just redeemed an article from you. No. Yes, The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. That's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you rascal, and needless to say... JoJo Post. Any music box discs 2. Yeah, didn't you say there was 2 discs? Because it was like, yeah, and the other one too. What are you talking about? There was only 1. Ignore that. I do remember that. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc. Can you corroborate with this account, Inspector? Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked the Winniebank for a print showing the fellow. Oh. Taken from his red-handed recorder, grubbiness. It was having at 11 AM. The day before, right? Yeah, we don't have a date on these, we just have a time. This could be it any day. Yes, that's him talking to Mr. Windybank that morning. And you claim that this man is the brother's accomplice? We have zero evidence to back this up, but let's go with it. Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Never seen a game like him before in my life. On my life, God, on my life. Never seen him. Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears that our witnesses disagree with the assertion. I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nipponese friend's actual assertion. Which was, they could prove the identical of the alleged accomplice. Yes, and I can. Then show us the evidence. I agree. We must see some proof of this clean-cut gentleman in the photograph this filthy criminal you say he is. Show the disc, maybe. This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something like this has been missing from the trial from the very start. But now, I'm going to drag it into kicking and screaming into the courtroom. Are you ready to present your answers to the court then, counsel? Yes, my lord. The defense will represent the evidence now. Proof that this man pictured in the photographic print was in fact the person struck by the third bullet. The disc.
Take that!
Nailed it. As I mentioned before on the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted, deceitfully, admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windybanks. Which is when the aforementioned Edward Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession, no? That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. I was finding that this to a minor incident occurred. But of course, sir, here is the disc for you. Very well. Yeah, but we found out the coat wasn't his, right? It was freaking what's his face's. I forget his name, the purple hair guy. So, what was his disc doing at his coat? I then shall bid you farewell, say goodbye to style. Wait a minute, that disc is mine. What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal. Oh, okay, so his blood. I completely forgot about that. Huh. And his blood landing on the disc. Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions all over its surface. Those protrusions caused Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed. The resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now. Goodness, a bloodstain is it? My assistant and I have just analyzed the bloodstain here in this very courtroom. Using my trusty fogger gun. Yes, and we've added the results to this portfolio. I say! Yeah, so once again I was thinking one step ahead of the game, so... Yeah, I had to present the other thing first, then present this, not the other way around. It's green. The exact same color as the blood around the calendar. The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Edgar Benedict, who was in Windybanks earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. So there was someone else there. Look at those two brothers now. They're sweating buckets. Boy, what are you talking about? It's a boiling in here. We turn up the heat. Oh, to be fair, like when you're in a room where there's like a bunch of people, like the united mass of people always makes rooms more hotter than they should be. My lord, is it the opinion of the defense that Mr. Egbert Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify? I would certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence.
Objection!
This has gone long enough now, this fragrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Sherlock Holmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist of a series of short stories for vulgar classes, a guarded detection or some such. And now you employ the chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court in the land. Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. Just the bloodstain turned the shade of green. What of it? Here's to you successfully proving that no other blood in this world will turn the same color. Ah, well, why don't we do a live demonstration? Cut your finger real quick. And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it. Is he right? Is Mr. Sholmes concoction a load of rubbish? I don't know. I mean, he's a great detective. What are you talking about? You can't let me get away with that. I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention is going to be recognized by any official body. But what a choice did I have? I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before. Funny. But now it was temporarily suspending the summation exclamation. Ah! In other words, the exclamation isn't over yet, is it? Good grief! What did you just say, young girl? And summation exclamation, the decision is to be whether or not the trial continues. It is in the hands of 6 jurors, isn't it? So is the way I see it. It doesn't matter which certain people will think of the Hurley's invention. At least, not for now. Yeah, she's right. Aha. Young lady, you have quite a devious mind. And it really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Runo. Well then. It comes down to 6 people, whether we're screwed or not. Isn't that about right, would you say? Would I misunderstand something? Unbelievable. Mr. Sholmes' partner is a force to be reckoned with. Iris Wilson, sharpshooter. After that shrewd presets of situation from an entirely unexpected source. It must be acknowledged that previous amazing exclamation is yet to reach its conclusion. This is absurd. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury, the court now looks to you for your final learnings in this matter. As proud citizens of our Majesty's Britain, I'm sure you will come to fair and just conclusions. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please. So we don't get to... They're just going to make up their minds here and now, and they probably don't get to cross-examine them or anything from here, so...
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Oh,
Guilty.
Not guilty.
I was going to say that was going to be unanimous. Unanimous, not guilty. But, hey, that's enough. 2 called guilty and 4 called not guilty. Such is the outcome of the summation exclamation.
Objection.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision. Well, it's not up to you, bud. On what grounds? Well, these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work. Then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt. I'm sorry, Lord Van Zykes, but the outcome of this summation exclamation cannot be ignored. This trial will continue. Ugh. Ah! You can't continue this trial based on bullshit. Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has very reasonably requested this subpoena of a new witness. Subpoena. Yeah. Not even sure what that means. But sadly, I'm afraid that will be impossible. What? The name the gentleman gave for himself, Edgar Benedict, is quite clearly false. What if it's not? I don't believe it. Just when I managed to prove the man was there that night. Hang on 1 second. Could I say something? Who was that? Please, who spoke? It was me, my lord. Juror number 5? What have you to say, madame? If possible. Inspector. Eh? Me, madame? I wonder if you might show me the photo of printed to me again. The one the gentleman has shown. What, you know him? Oh, yes, this one you mean? Mr. Benedict? Yes. There's no doubt in my mind. Juror number 5. What you don't mean to say you know this man? Yes, I know him. Convenient. No. Good gracious. Order, order, order. Juror number 5. How on earth? I am a communications officer. Stop. As we can clearly see, the gentleman in this photograph is... Stop. Also a communications officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop. How convenient. Oh, she's like blushing and whatnot. She likes this gentleman. A very talented operator, in fact. Stop. He should be in the communications station now. Stop tapping away on the telegraph. Stop. This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on it. But why? This doesn't feel right. I suppose we all imagine the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night. Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I feel something was wrong. The gentleman is in London's communication station. We should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Van Zykes, if you please. Yes, my lord. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste. As your lordship bids. The court will now recess for 1 hour. When the new witnesses arise, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson. Yes, my lord. I should like to hear from you especially about the events of the pawnbroker on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. Yes, sir, my lord. Very well. The court is now adjourned until 1:40 p.m. What happens if he's not here within the hour? What happens then? To be continued. Cool. Yeah, a bit of a longer chapter. How long was that? Oh my god, it was 3 hours. God damn, that was a long chapter. Bloody hell. Yeah, I think the last chapter was like 2 hours. Ooh. Gravity. And it keeps going and going. I'm assuming there's going to be like 2 more chapters. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah. But like usual, before we end, I'll give you a slight sliver. I'll give you a taste. We get the first line, and that's it. Ah, Gina, how are you holding up? I got to get. Alright, so we'll continue this next week. Oh, bloody hell. Ooh, jeez. Cool. Yeah, cheers for watching. Oh, good. Actually, before we end, I'm going to see if there's anybody live. Do we have anybody? Yeah, it's a shame I had to look up a couple of the answers, but it is what it is. It's like, it was right in front of me, but it's like I just didn't have the forethought to, go by and then be like, oh, it's this. Like I knew what it was, but I just wasn't able to piece it together. Okay. Nah, nobody's online. Alright, that's fine. Alright, cool. All good, all good. Yeah, so we'll be back with this next week. Tomorrow should be more Final Fantasy VII, so if you like that, just stop on by. That'll be cool. But yeah, until then, I'll catch you later. Goodbye. Think of it streaming? Yeah, all good, man. I'll catch you next time.